Sawadee krap. Hello, my name is Brandon Penrod, and I am a 2014-2015 Thailand alumnus of the Kennedy-Lugar Yes Abroad program. And today I'm going to be answering 15 questions to celebrate 15 years of the Kennedy-Lugar Yes program. So question 1, what are you doing now? Right this moment, I am in Malmo, Sweden. I'm just traveling at the end of the summer. I'm seeing friends in different places. And actually, in a few hours, I'm going to be flying off to Thailand to see my host family, my friends, and travel around a little bit. I'm also a senior at Loyola University Chicago, and I'm studying molecular neuroscience, global and international studies, history, and political science. Question 2, how did your Yes Abroad experience help lead you to where you are now? One of the greatest takeaways for me in my experience was being able to go for things and grab opportunities when they're in front of you. If you don't apply for things, you'll never be told yes. And that's a philosophy that I live every single day. If there's a program that I want to do, if there's a scholarship I want to try and win, if there's a flight that I want to book, I do it and I make it happen. Question 3, what are your plans for the next year? Well, I'm actually getting ready to study abroad in Rome, Italy this fall. I am really excited to learn Italian, travel around Italy, and get to know Rome. And I have some really cool trips planned for like Turkey, Morocco, Egypt, and some of the other places in the greater Mediterranean. So I'm really excited about that. I'm also graduating next May, which is really scary, but also really exciting. And after that, there's a bunch of things that I want to do, which is a great segue into the next question. What are your long-term plans after that? Well, what I really want to do first and foremost is the Fulbright student program. So I'm currently applying to teach English as a Fulbright student in Thailand for the year after I graduate. After that, I would love to go to grad school to study global health, public health, or international studies, something in that realm, and then hopefully med school. Question 5, describe your Yes Abroad experience in 3 words. Kaleidoscopic, that's my favorite word, emotional, and delicious. Question 6, what's one thing you didn't bring on program but you wish you had? Something I wish I'd brought are like little trinkets or gifts from America. They could have been like little American flag pins or buttons or something. Especially in Thailand, it's a very gift-giving culture. It's a way of showing that you care about someone, you were thinking about them. But it's also just a great little like memento when you meet someone and they don't really know much about America or you. So giving them a little memento like that would have been a great thing that I could have done throughout the year, but I didn't have anything. So I wish I had brought something like that. Question 7, describe your host family in 1 word. Accepting. I'm gonna cheat and say loud, but in the very best ways. Question 8, what is your favorite word in the language that is spoken in your Yes Abroad country? My favorite word is reproi. And it kind of means like fancy, put together. My host mom would say that I was reproi in my school uniform all the time, so that's probably my favorite word. Question 9, what is your proudest moment since coming home? I think becoming an EMT. It's a very different world than traveling and international education, but it was really rewarding and I learned a lot about a field that's really important in society. And it was a lot of fun. It was also very challenging, so I'm really glad that I was able to accomplish that. What is a smell or sound you miss from your host country? Oh, one sound I really miss are all the motorcycles. They're everywhere in Thailand, and you start hearing them at 6 or 7 in the morning. Something I used to not really like, but I really miss it now. And a smell that I really miss is the smell of jasmine flowers. You'd always get them on your first day of school or like my last day of school or when I first got to Thailand. They're kind of a ceremonious flower in Thailand and I really miss that smell. Question 11. What is something that you started doing on Yes Abroad that you still do now? Eating rice. I eat it all the time. There's a saying in Thailand, it might be more Pan-Asian as well, that if you didn't eat rice, then you didn't really eat. so I love eating rice whenever I can. Question 12. What is a challenge that you overcame during your time on Yes Abroad? I actually had a knee injury while I was abroad. It was a sports-related injury that could have happened anywhere, but I went through that, and it was something that kind of hampered my everyday life for a little bit. It kind of had me bedridden for just a little bit. I used that time, of course, to work on college applications and other things, but it was something that my host family helped me with and that I had to get over mentally and physically, but I eventually did, and it turned out to be a great learning experience. Question 13. What piece of advice would you have for your former cell-phone program in your host country? 1, don't spend so much time applying for college, because I actually ended up going to a school where it was just one essay submitted and it was free. I think I could have spent a little bit more time with my host family and my friends and exploring my host community. Question 14. What is one life lesson you took away from Yes Abroad? Like I said earlier, it's going for opportunities. It's my favorite thing to do in the world. I love applying for things, whether I get told yes or no. It's the greatest thing. Question 15. What advice would you give to someone thinking about applying for Yes Abroad? I would say just do it. It alters your life. It's the most challenging and the most rewarding experience you will ever have. Even to this day, I think I've done some pretty cool things so far in my life, but Yes Abroad is by far the number one. Also, just know that everything back home with school will work itself out. Don't worry about the credit situation, because it's always different everywhere. Just go, do it. Everything will work itself out. So that's it for my questions. Happy birthday, Yes. If you are a current student, I love watching your adventures. Keep going strong. If you're a fellow alum, I love you. And if you are a prospective applicant, please apply to Yes. Thanks. Bye.